Damnandi lendaba kwasemkhontweni. Viva Mkhonto, viva!
Viva!
Viva Mkhonto, viva!
Viva!
Chikitela Mkhonto, chikitela!
Chikitela!
Chikitela Mkhonto, chikitela!
Chikitela!
Vota Mkhonto, vota!
Vota!
Vota Mkhonto, vota!
Vota!
So that when we meet, we discuss as not one organization, but as an alliance. It's important to know this history as well, because we come from very far. So when the ANC had the initial discussions about, before the name of Mkhonto Sizwe, about a new organization that must wage the armed struggle, there is a very important history in it, which we're not going to talk about it right now. But once the ANC National Executive Committee agreed, and it said the matter is not complete if we did not have the entire alliance agreeing to this, because we must all fight our enemy. And the meeting, which took the whole night, was then organized. People who were in the forefront about this organization, which at the time they met had no name. It was comrade leader, a very important one, Walter Sisulu, and the comrade leader, Nelson Mandela. Those were the two who started the discussion. But there is a long history going backwards where it came from, that they must say the time for the armed struggle has come. Firstly, when the National Party declared very rough treatment to us, the system that was called, what was this called, by the way? Huh? Yebo. Apartheid. Oh, apartheid. The first Prime Minister of the Afrikaners in particular said that once he took over, the black man must be put in his place. And the Youth League of the ANC thereafter took a decision that there should be a campaign which was called, what is it called? Defiance campaign. Defiance campaign. Just checking whether you remember. Now, the youth wrote a document which was describing what the defense campaign is going to be. We'll be boycotting, we'll be having strikes, we'll be doing everything against the declaration by the Afrikaners. At the end of that document, the question was, supposing we do all of this, the situation remains the same. And the youth said, we'll then have to take up the weapons and fight. So these two leaders, they were part of that youth league. So when they said, perhaps that time has come now, let us then discuss and convince other comrades that maybe we need to fight. They took it from there and therefore brought a discussion out of the mother body. Finally, the alliance agreed that yes, but for the general members who were known, well known, so that it shouldn't said they are now part of this necessarily organization. It was then said, because our leader Mandela had been the one pushing this discussion, he should then go and establish this organization. The ANC will remain an organization for the non-whites. Now that was done so that there should be a distinction between these two organizations. So that when either soldiers are found or whatever, or freedom fighters, they should know they belong to an organization which was a secret organization, not the ANC. And if you were an ANC member, but you did not join Umkhonto, it did not make it automatic that you are now Umkhonto. No, you remained ANC. If you were Umkhonto without joining the ANC, you are not necessarily ANC, you are Umkhonto Wesizwe. I joined Umkhonto Wesizwe early after its formation, and I was a member of the ANC, which was operating underground then. I was a member now. But I couldn't say because I was an ANC member, I was then automatically an MK. No. There was a difference. After the president of the ANC, Chief Luthuli, had proposed the name of this new organization, he told a story, which I've been telling all the time, that we use the sticks to fight. But if there is war, we use the spear. And he said, now that we are saying let us declare the war, maybe we should take our spear. If we take our spear to fight, which is normally carried by one person, now it is a whole nation carrying the spear. So it is Umkhonto Wesizwe. But once that decision was taken, then Mandela was elected to establish Umkhonto Wesizwe. As you know, in the ANC you join, you sign, there's your signature. In MK, you take a vow that I will die for this country. And when MK emerged in 1961, announced itself that here we are, a new organization that is going to fight for the freedom of our black people. It said we are a secret organization, will never be known, and we are going to fight. And therefore, if you were to be a member of MK then, military one, you have to take an oath. And before this, there's a document that the MK establishers came with, I'm sure many of you know it, which says the time comes, and who's going to continue? The time comes, there comes the time. No, angisho kamnandi lo mfo. Ufuna ukuzoyisho la, angiwaza la. Ndoda se Cape Town le. Awufisho ke lokho kuphela.
This is a declaration of Umkhonto Wesizwe on information and a vow. There comes a time in any nation where there remain only two choices, submit or fight. We shall not submit, we shall fight.
It's social, there is bad. Now, a decision was taken, a very serious decision, taken by serious revolutionaries who were ready to die for the freedom of our people. Why? Because the oppressors had removed the African National Congress from the scene, had banned it, said it, once we are found, we will be arrested. And in other words, we're rescuing the revolution, so to speak. Of course, we fought for freedom and everything. Went to prison, went abroad, went blah, 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 blah. Finally, we were free. 13 years ago. Instead of moving forward, our very organization that was non-violent then, that we moved, and it was the one that was unbent and became the government. In the 13 years of the time, it diverted, moved to a point where you had no hope that our lives will ever change. In other words, it was being killed by those who were leading it at the time. It was absolutely necessary to any revolutionary to remember that we once had an organization that headed to rescue the ANC then. We now have to rescue our struggle now. So I don't know why somebody said, this is ANC. No, it's part of the ANC family. Mkondo Wesizwe. But you can't claim it that it is the ANC, no. Of course, there is all information if you need to know. How was it established? It is now that we are faced with a problem that our freedom is being undermined, is being killed. And we say, this is the time to have Mkondo Wesizwe party. Mkondo Wesizwe party. Manje sifuna ukubahlula ngevoti. Ngevoti bakwethu. Vote. Now, we listen to the debate here today. I don't know why people can make themselves feel so bad. I can't tell you what was the argument really. Well, there's been no argument presented here that this party belongs to the ANC. ANC is an organization of its own. Mkondo Wesizwe is an organization of its own. We are going to compete with Mkondo, with the ANC. That's another pool in a Pamadota. The person who must be stupid. I'm going to call. We are one among Kulman's cat, but a good book, Ulim. It was Matagaba. So Ibuisa, by the way. Ngoba ANC ifalo baba mkhulu mase siphethe uhulumeni sizoyibuyisa izela kuthina sikhiphe laba abakhohlakele kuyo sezwana ngeke sibaphe awunako ukuthi kade uhlele ekhaya makufika igebengu zikuthatha la ubaleke ushiye ikhaya mawindoda uluwa ufe yebo uma bebekade ngenile lapha ekhaya ulanda abanye nizobakhipha thatha umzi kababa Jendaba njalo into ebale mase siwinile sokukhuluma politics ephilayo na siyazwana icala elithethiwe laqedwa namhlanje ayisethi kamajaji ngoba kuzekwa ilanga njengoba nibona selentambama awazi ukukhipha isinqumo namhlanje azositshela ukuthi isinqumo azosikhipha nini kodwa maye babo abebekhona bebemayoyoana njengenkukhu inethini siyilalela ukuthi bazothini kodwa sineqiniso ukuthi sinazikhuluma iqiniso nje ikakhulukazi ngoba umlando womkhonto uyaziwa awuyona imfihlo somkhonto nje ngaleya nkathi kwaku military wing manje i-political party ithi lapho asukwazi ukugibela enye inqola esingayaziyo sigibela lesiyaziyo Mkondo Wesizwe ngoba sifuna inkululeko izigcwala ithi swi kube uthina esiphetheyo singaphathelwa abantu abangakwazi ukuphatha ngiyabonga ukuthi umkhonto wesizwe ufike ngeinkani ngoba lapho kuthiwa khona nakho uzobulawa kufuneka singabibikho kufanele sifike mathuba sokuvikela uyabona nje ukuba khona kwenu la kuyinto enkulu wonke umuntu hayi kithina kuphela njengomkhonto kubo bonke abantu base South Africa ngoba bayazi ukuthi ikusasa labo lisemkhontweni akekho ngokuphikisa lokho amaqembu akhona njengamanje awamaningi mayibabo kodwa asisiza ngani athini nje kuwezwe nje ukuthi athini ngempilo zethu na ona kuthiwa agcwelele incwadi sobe sibuka kuyo masvote awezi ukuthi athini naye ANC siyashwashwada kulezi insuku asayizi ukuthi ithini kuthanda phela yashwashwada ngomuntu ufuna ukuthi yabona isikhuluma kanjalo umkhonto awusho njalo uthi umkhonto hey siyafika siyashintshizwe siyalungisa siyakhuleka ngokuphethe ethike lapha ngizwela kahle soyixoxa kahle indaba eningi mase sikhululekile nje sesihlele emkomfeni nje ngoba sizowina noma kumnyama noma kubomvu utshani indaba ungayibuzanga ufuna ukuyizwa phele maye babo wanda msebenzi mali yode ngekho ngiyabonga kakhulu macomrade ngeke nginilibazise ngoba abanye benu basuka kude fanele nithola ithuba nihambe kusakhanya nidrive kahleke bakwethu ningajahi kungabikho moto ezophuma endleleni uma nimbona ukuthi usezela noma udriver ethi ngiyezela manje uma izizwe zela asho ukuthi ngiyezela bafowethu niphumule endleleni uma kudriver yedwa ukuze kungaveli ingozi sizwana bakwethu nibaluleke nonke akekho ongabalulekile futhi asifuna ukulahlekelwa amavoti singakavoti bakwethu socela nalensizwa le yolukhuza nabakholwayo ukuthi uma singakavoti ake bakhohlwe nje kusilanda lena bathi masifikile isikhathi ke basithi kusibeka kancane kuze kudlule lokhuzana sesingabhaki ngemvuka lokho okwamanje sinida 2/3 majority ukulungisa izinto zomzwakithi ngiyabonga ngifuna ukubonga ikakhulukazi abafowethu esisebenza kanye nabo abakholwayo babonakala ngeingubo ke la bagqoke ezinye ingubo ngeke igqokwe enebhande libomvu elokhuzeni entanyeni ngeke ulufmoba ifaka nje wabona zingilozi zokujaha zilikhumula uyazela lapho bonga kakhulu bafowethu amakhosi kulokho ngoba njengoba sishilo sithe amakhosi akithi azobusa uma kubusa abelungu emazweni akubo labengayifuni bazothi shube ngaphekwanga angithi uQueen uphethe England inkosi manje thina iphathi ngana wethu amakhosi ayabuya ke abuya ngenkani futhi akekho umuntu ozoziphikisa yibona abanikazi bezwe sizobakhela indlu ephezulu kube yibona basithumayo ngezwe labo ngoba namhlanje sesithatha nombali ukuthi uyena osephethe izwe lonke nongenandaba nezwe akanandaba nalo kodwa kuthi usiphethe akasiphethe sifuna amakhosi abanikazi bendawo abazosiza uma sithi ake nenze imvuli yehle nakho balele bayazi ukubenzani khona ukuthiwa yini konje lapha abantu umama bahlala entafeni onomkhulwana kakasuthu nomkhulu neking nomkhulu king silwane ihlokwane lihlokwane bathi angasho namanje lito litso awuzwa-ke litsokwane nomkhululwane-ke lo. In other words, sifuna izwe lakithi liphindele emva libuse, sihlale ngokukhululeka nangokujabula, sazi sihlele ezweni lethu siliphethe. Ngoba kwamanje noma ngabe kuthiwa sesikhululekile, amaphoyisa enzela ukuthi asisize. Uma ubona iphoyisa uyethuka, funa uma ubona iphoyisa ujabule ukuthi hawu Nkosi yami ngisave manje. Siyezwana? Awuyamnandi le ndaba. Yamnandi le ndaba ukuba semkhontweni. Viva Mkhonto, viva! Viva Mkhonto, viva! Chikitela Mkhonto, chikitela! Chikitela Mkhonto, chikitela! Vota Mkhonto, vota! Vota Mkhonto, vota! Unaze nabahle. Umshini wami, umshini wami, umshini wami, umshini wami, umshini wami, webaba. Awulethu umshini wami, umshini wami, umshini wami, umshini wami, umshini wami, webaba. Awulethu umshini wami, umshini wami, umshini wami, umshini wami, umshini wami, webaba. Awulethu umshini wami, umshini wami, umshini wami, umshini wami, umshini wami, umshini wami, webaba. Awulethu umshini wami, wenu yangibambezela. Umshini wami, umshini wami, umshini wami, webaba. Awulethu umshini wami, wenu musumbambezela. Umshini wami, umshini wami, umshini wami, webaba. Awulethu umshini wami, umshini wami,